An esteemed group here from the Family Business Association, because next week on November the 3rd we have our annual Family Business Awards at the Sonesta Hotel. And I have one of our co-founders in the studio with Al DiNapoli from Tarlow, Breithart and Rogers. We have Marjorie from Wolf and Company, and we have Kathy Watson from Tarlow, Breithart and Rogers. Our two other co-founders couldn't be here today, Ed Tarlow and Brian Nagel of B&Y Mellon. Ed Tarlow is from Tarlow, Breithart and Rogers. And first, I guess I'm going to start
with before you jump in, I'm just going to interrupt you and say you were also a co-founder.
So yeah, that's right. I
just
forgot.
Make that clear.
I was trying to be the radio host, but why don't I just turn it over quickly to Marjorie, and we'll start on Marjorie is one of our first corporate sponsors. Runs a lot of our focus groups, our advisory board with family businesses. You're in charge of our webinars. Just realize we're nothing without you, Marjorie. And you're coming to the awards next week, and I think you can talk a little bit about why you got involved with it, and then we'll get everybody else involved too.
Well, we have a very significant family business practice at the firm, and it's a practice that I've been drawn to because I'm always so inspired by family businesses. First of all, just acknowledging the importance that they, and the important role they play in the economy, representing I think 67% or so of the gross domestic product in the U.S. and about the same in U.S. employment. So very significant. And but I'm inspired by the motivation of family business owners and what drives them to run their businesses. And it's in their core. It's carrying on the legacy. It's giving back to the communities by employing people in the communities. So that inspiration has driven me to not only serve them as a service provider, but also to contribute my time and efforts to the Family Business Association, whose mission it is to award family businesses and also to provide them with training and resources that will help them run their businesses.
Well, it's quite substantial list. I forgot. You're also the liaison for the Family Business magazine for us. So you get involved with everything. And if you don't mind, we're just going to quickly. Also, my co-founder Al DiNapoli is here. Hi, Al.
Hey, Jeff. Great to be here. I know we meet every Friday morning, getting the Family Business Award program going, but it's nice to be off that meeting and meeting you here.
A lot of finalists this year at the Family Business Awards. I think we have more finalists than any other award in Boston.
I think that's true, and I think the quality of them is just superior. Our nomination process brought in a lot of great businesses. The nominations have gone up and up every year, so people are finding this to be an award that's attractive to them. And the applications also have increased year to year. People have said just the application process themselves makes them reflect on their businesses and their families, and they bring up things and they share with the next generations things that went on with past generations that they hadn't done before until they sat down to work on the application.
I think that's a really good point because public companies, as you know, they have to produce public reports and a certain self-analysis. And these family businesses, a lot of them, they've, as you're saying, and I'm just going to repeat it, they've told us that doing our application is the first time they've really stepped back and really been able to reflect on their business, and then coming to our awards and seeing how other family businesses are doing gives them some perspective about how other people run their businesses as well. So it's been a healthy, growing experience for them.
It has, and some of them keep on applying every year.
They never give up until they'll win.
That's important to do that.
You've got to figure it gets easier with time, the application process.
It should, yeah.
But tell us, just give us a little bit of background, because for the listeners who aren't as aware of it, this is the 5th
annual Family Business Award program. I think this is our 4th year at the Royal Sonesta Hotel.
Right.
David Wade will be doing the emceeing for his 3rd year. He just loves the program, and he really has a commitment, I think, to family business that comes through the way he carries on.
As Jeffrey and Marjorie alluded to, the awards dinner is the culmination gala of the great work that's done throughout the year, and there is a lot of other activities that the Family Business Association does throughout the year.
Thanks, Jonathan. We do have a pretty full agenda that we do, throughout the year. We started in January with a a seminar with the Small Business Administration, and we had a seminar with the Boston Foundation regarding strategic philanthropy. We did family histories with Fidelity, moving on to social networks at Suffolk University, mergers and acquisitions up at the Merrimack Valley Venture Forum. Went to Gloucester. We had a night at Gloucester of Gloucester history through its families. And in November, we're having the agricultural industry, a seminar that's going to be held at Cavicchio Greenhouses in Sudbury about continuity planning. And so we have a wide array of different types of educational programs that we put on for family businesses.
So Al, why don't you tell us about who all the finalists are?
Okay, we have, as you may know, and I know everyone in this room knows, we have three main categories, and those are for family businesses by size. The 0 to 50 would be small businesses, 50 to 150 employees, medium size, and over 150 the large business categories. And last year, we wanted to address family businesses that may not have passed their businesses from one generation to the next, but are still family business. We have a husband and wife working together, we have a father and daughter working together, and these are family businesses. And so we did a first generation award. So if I could start with the small business category, we have Camp Thoreau, Inc., DeBurio's Function Facility, Pets Gone Healthy, Woodman's of Essex, and Sabers and Wallach, Inc.
And I think three of those are returning finalists.
I believe they are.
I'm just counting as you go.
Yeah, I think Sabers and Wallach, Woodman's of Essex, and Camp Thoreau.
Right, I think this is Saper's third time as a finalist.
And in the mid-sized business category, we have H.H. Snow and Sons, Inc. They do business as Snow's Home and Garden. I believe they're down the Cape, aren't they?
Right.
And Stavis Seafoods.
Right.
Cape Medical Supply, Inc. American Alarm and Communications, Inc. Humboldt Storage and Moving, and the Horseshoe Grill.
And I think two of those are returning finalists. That's Stavis and Humboldt.
Right. And we're glad to have them come. And I know the people, they come, they fill their tables with their family members, with their employees, and I think it's a great night for them, whether they win or lose.
I thought they came because they love the meal.
I thought it was, the entertainment that you put on.
I don't know. I thought it was my co-host they liked.
So the large business category, we have Hub Folding Box Company, Inc., LaFrance Hospitality, Sager Electronics, A.W. Chesterton Company, Jack Conway and Company, Inc., and Agar Supply.
And three of those are returning. Did you say Humboldt? Humboldt and Agar are all returning finalists also as well.
And the history in some of these companies, you really don't realize it, but you take like Sager Electronics and A.W. Chesterton, go back to the late 1800s,
right.
When an immigrant, came in, started his business, and now it's gone through
multiple generations.
Just
well, I'm particularly fond of Agar because it's in my book. And that was a business where they were selling meat, and then her grandfather had a fight with the kosher butcher, so he decided to sell pork, and that's how he got into the rest of the meat business. So it was kind of interesting, and they're all interesting companies. And the thing I like about the returning companies, and I love the new ones too, is that they're showing excellence over a multi-year period. That they're not just a one-shot wonder. They're doing it multiple years. They're proving that they're outstanding companies. So, and Marjorie...
And I think in that last category, the large business category, it's LaFrance. It's actually the third returning.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
Right. And I always love seeing Richard LaFrance, so that's great to get he and his family up there. And I know last year I saw Richard working on his speech, just in case he won, and so I hope this year I want to see the same notes come out from Richard.
And we do videotaping of all these families, and they get to go up and tell a little vignette about their story, and they're written up in the program book. And just some of the things you learn about these families, just for instance, Sager Electronics were the first company to do play-by-play of the Bruins games back in the 1920s.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fascinating lore and fascinating stories that come out.
And just going back to the First Generation Award, which I haven't covered yet, we have 5 great family businesses there. Gentle Giant Moving Company, Grayrock Associates, Inc., Fern's Country Store, China Blossom Restaurant, and Said Kim Foods.
Well, you know, what speaks to the event is how much the family businesses really enjoy it. We invite our family business clients to join us, and I have some family business clients that have not opted to apply for the award but love to come to the event year after year, and I think that really says it right there. They're coming not because they're being acknowledged, but because they enjoy seeing the celebration of family businesses and love learning about the lore, as Jonathan mentioned, that exists among this unique group that is the family businesses.
Right.
And along those lines, not only businesses that have not applied to come, but family businesses who applied year after year but have not made the finalist cut, but still attend because they're learning from other family businesses and they're enjoying to be in the room with other family businesses.
Right, I'll have some family businesses at what's remaining left of my tables after my media table who are just coming because they want to hear how family businesses are doing, and they want to make sure that, you know, and they want to learn from them. They're not applying themselves, or maybe they didn't even make the cut of finalists, but they want to know what it takes to be a finalist. Kathy in the studio, and I think we all know who are involved with the FBA, that the wheels of industrial productivity don't work without Kathy Watson. That she is the brains and the working wheels behind the FBA. So, you know, Kathy, there's a lot of work that you have to do to get this whole thing going. Is that correct?
We have a lot to do collectively, and I appreciate the kind words. And we have a great team of people at the FBA who work on it. We were really fortunate this year. In addition to our executive board, we were able to hire an assistant. So we have Liz Pratt with us, who's been wonderful working with a number of the family businesses. And we feel really, really blessed, actually, to be that working wheel because we get to speak with so many families and hear about their stories. And in calling up and asking questions about the event and past winners and things, a lot of times they talk to us about why they're coming and why the FBA is important to them and why the awards have meaning to their family. And so even though, yes, there is a lot of work, as you even well know, that goes into this, it's really a great experience for us. It's wonderful.